Gamecock Nation, welcome back to another episode of Completely Cocky. It's your boy Darius Rush.
And your boy Josh Van.
All right, this week right here, we're going to talk about Texas A&M. But first, before we get into Texas A&M, I'm going to hop into the bye week a little bit. The bye week was well needed for a bunch of guys. Playing this game. I mean, you got your injuries and things that come, but for the most part, everybody's back healthy. Close to as 100% as we can possibly be. And just going throughout this bye week, it was a week just to get better. That we talked about on our last episode. It's all about getting better, honestly. So we took into account of getting ready for A&M, prepping for those guys last week. So really, we had about 2 weeks to really truly prepare for those guys. Coming into that week was pretty interesting, man. Like I was able to do a bunch of stuff on the weekend I don't usually do normally. I went for like a walk. Finally, got some time to go to the river. I did a little stuff like that, so I was able to do that, and I watched a couple football games. I say the biggest game that probably everybody watched was the Alabama and Tennessee game. So that was my regular old bye week. What was yours like, Josh?
Really just chilling. I guess you can say I got a bye week away from football, but regular duties back at home. Didn't get no time away from that. That's regular daily life, dad life. But really didn't do much. Just chilled. Took some time away from football. I didn't get a chance to go back home to Atlanta to see my folks and all, but honestly, really didn't have any plans of doing that. Just because I was just so tired last week. I ain't gonna cap. Like, I'm tired now. I don't know. I feel like these days have been endless, man. It's been crazy. But really just chilling. I was able to go to the fair. I think the first day it opened with the fam, and just spent on one game. I spent over $140 on a freaking balloon. The balloon dart, you have to throw the darts at the balloon. Little man wanted a dang giant Pikachu, so he had to keep on playing the dang pop. All those dang balloons, man. Jeez, my pockets were empty after we went there. They were empty. I thought I took enough, but I definitely didn't. But I was able to do that. Like I said, like you said about that Tennessee and Alabama game. My dog from high school, he plays for Tennessee, safety number 1. So, really expecting that game. We play those guys at the end of the year. But he plays for Tennessee. So, I was just watching that game and watching him play. It's always good to see guys that you play a high school ball with, seeing them doing good and, all the things that we go through and as we plan, it's always good to see your old friends and buddies and stuff playing on their teams and, being successful. So, it's definitely a fun game and, was rooting for him. But, that was my bye week and, ready to get back into our week with A&M coming in town. Another night game under the lights. You see me on the field, I'll definitely be looking up at them every time. I'm looking at them every time. But, I definitely have my long sleeves ready, though. For all you guys in the stands, make sure you're dressing comfortable. Bundled. I'm not saying it's going to be up north cold, but, us down south folks, it could be 50 degrees, but I feel like it's damn, we in Antarctica. It be cold, boy.
It's usually the wind, though. It's always the wind.
It do be the wind. The wind be killing it.
Oh yeah, and one more thing for my bye week, I also went to see my little cousin. She was getting recognized at her high school senior. She played tennis, so I also did that. Meant to throw that in there too.
That's good.
Uh,
Tennis, where is that?
I don't think I play tennis, bro.
People
That's
don't know.
cardio.
People don't know. At tennis, that's where it's at, man. Believe it or not, I could have went out for it, but God had other plans for me. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that one. If we were supposed to play tennis, we would have been playing tennis by now.
We probably wouldn't even be doing this right now. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably be in London.
London.
So, actually, no. I think they're getting ready for the. I think they're getting ready for the Australian Open. Actually.
Okay, so you'll be in Australia.
Yeah, they just got done with the Wimbledon. No, I think they're getting ready for the French. They're getting ready for the French. They just got done with Australia. Actually.
At the end of the day, they're getting ready for some big tournament.
Getting ready for something. Like I said, if I was there, if we was both there, I don't think this show would even be existing right now. Actually, it probably would. We just probably wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
But like I said, God had other intentions. It was meant for us to be on this show, on this podcast. And you know what I'm saying? Here we are, episode. What is it? Episode 7, 6, 7,
7, 8, something like that.
It's one of them. Shoot.
It's a lot of.
It is a lot.
8, something like that. But
hope you guys have been enjoying it. We have.
While we're here, we're gonna go ahead and hop into A&M this week. So A&M, those guys, man, came to a close game against Alabama. Came down to literally the last play. Guys are explosive from my perspective on defense. Looking at their offense, 6 a good running back, and he just wants to get every opportunity to turn the speed on. So that's one thing about that guy that is going to be a key for us. Looking at their receivers, they got great receivers. They got a freshman receiver right now who's pretty good. He's attacks the ball, great route runner. And on the other side, I believe it's number 5, played against him last year. He's also a decent body, bigger body kind of receiver. A little elusiveness to him. Those guys, they want to run the ball as well. So that's a team where you have to be very disciplined with those teams because if you're not disciplined with those guys, they're going to find it and take advantage of it. So being a line right in the proper gaps, things like that is going to be key for us as a defense to be able to get those guys on third down and get them off the field to give our offense the ball back. So I'll say from my perspective, the quarterback is pretty good quarterback. Not going to knock the guy on anything because, he's starting for a reason. I'll be honest with you. He's starting for a reason. But honestly, I think that's one of our things right there. It's going to be able to stop the run, keep 6 contained. Don't let him get his speed going because that's one thing he wants to do. He's trying to hit that edge and trying to just house call it every time. So stopping the run, playing smart football, and dominating the line of scrimmage is going to be key for us as a defense to come out with a victory. So what would you say from a defensive side, like looking at it from the offense? What do you see about Texas A&M?
Facing those guys. Well, obviously we face those guys every year, but definitely going up against them last year is pretty much like the same deal. The only difference is we really just gotta dominate the line of scrimmage this week. I think like Coach said earlier, I think 4 of their 5 top guys on the defensive line are freshmen. So we just got to go out there and attack them and dominate, be aggressive with them. And by the time the second half come, by the third quarter, fourth quarter, those guys will be ready. Guys be ready to tap out. Just because they're freshmen, they're playing, but they don't really have the experience of some of our guys. Well, most of our guys, especially on that line of scrimmage that we have. Like I said, I played against played against 17 bigger guys, got some dang long arms on them. Try not to let them grab us. 17 and number 7, real like he's not your, I wouldn't say like your typical DB. Well, I guess you could say typical DB. He's more smaller than 17, but he's definitely a speed guy. So we just got to give him our little 1-2 punches and be able to go on our routes and get open. But those guys they play really well, like you said. They're more disciplined team. And I would say like our keys to this week, it really is every week, just dominating the line of scrimmage and being able to take advantage of our opportunities. Because like you said, they like to run the ball. So by them being able to run the ball, they won't snap as many plays as possible. So they'll try to hold on to the ball as long as they can on offense. So when we finally do get our chance on offense, we got to really take advantage of our opportunities. Was it running the ball, which we really been doing really well for the past 3 weeks. Just got to keep it rolling, dominating the line of scrimmage, and being able to execute our passes down the field, where they play action, regular drop back passes. Really just got to scheme those guys up really well. Everybody's just really just doing their job and being dialed in. So, that's my take on that, on their defense. How would you say, I guess, coming off this bye week, how has it been for the defense, just to get back into game week, really just coming out prepared for A&M?
Honestly, like getting back, coming off a bye week, you're always supposed to be rested up. Your body heals a little bit more than it usually would during the week. I'll say as a defense, we came back off the bye week with like a chip. That makes sense. Like we still got that chip on our shoulder. Like, all right, guys, still talk about we're not here, we're not there. Now let's go and show them this week why we should be here, why we can be here. So us as a defense, we pride ourselves on playing with a chip on our shoulder because why count out South? For one reason, why count out South Carolina? Honestly, why count out the D line? Why count out the linebackers? Why count out the secondary? So, I mean, you count us out. I mean, that just puts fuel to the fire for us to just go out there and want to just compete a little bit more each week. Because like our coach, as a whole team, what we talk about is 1%. It's always about what we can do to get 1% better. And last week was that taking that steps right there to just be 1% better, because we focused on South Carolina football and what we could do to get better. So coming off that bye week, knowing how the last week went and knowing where we can be. So coming back off that bye week, we just locked back in like it was nothing. I mean, first day of practice, it was clicking, like wasn't missing a beat at all. So yeah, it was pretty easy to come back off that bye week as a defense, to snap back, knowing that we got a job to do. That job's not finished, and we still got a lot to prove for ourselves. So what would you say like the offense is coming off that bye week? How was you guys able to like lock back in?
Really just like you said, man, how everybody just kind of, pretty much doubt us, and, saying how, week by week has always been something that we need to improve on, whether it's, us as an offense, as a team, of course, the fans, what the fans like to see, when it's not going how they pictured it going. So, everybody really have their shots that they take. But really, like you said, man, everybody count out the quarterback, count out the running backs, count out the receivers, count out the offensive linemen, count out the tight ends. It's really just been, I wouldn't say it's been hard to lock back in. Only thing that we've been dealing with is the weather. Like you said, we're down south, so none of us like the cold. So that's pretty much, I would say, the hard part. But we bundle up like everybody else do, and we go to work. And like I said, that's what we've been doing ever since the bye week, ever since Tuesday practice. Like I said, it's been a pretty great week of practice. Like I said, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Just finished practice today, and getting ready for the walkthrough Friday. But it's really just been able to go out and handle being professionals coming off that bye week, and knowing that like Coach say, or how everybody say, every week is a season. And even if we didn't play a game Saturday last week, it was still a season for us to get better and improve. And now this week we have A&M coming in town, and like I said, it's gonna be a huge game, and really just being professionals and locking back in as quick as possible to know that we have business to handle. So really that's really been our take on the offense side of the ball, and like I said, really just can't wait to get back out there with the guys and just play, man. Go have fun. There isn't much that tops college football conditioning workout. Darius, do you remember what the hardest workout you ever did here at South Carolina?
The hardest workout for me was the carry what you kill every Monday. Got to carry sandbags, 200 yards, and then after that, you got to turn around and do a 300 yards sprint, like shuttle kind of deal. And then we had that 110 test a couple years ago. We had about 30 reps.
I do remember that. Those were pretty hard. But there's something in the area that comes close, and that's Cycle Bar, Forest Acres.
The thing that makes Cycle Bar great is it's not just hard, it's also a good time. Cycle Bar isn't just driven to help riders get a good workout in. They help riders feel alive as well. They are driven by music and a whole lot of heart.
They offer the best premium indoor cycling in Columbia. It's high energy and safe, but also intense cardio.
Your first ride is always free at their studio, so visit their website, cyclebar.forestacres.com, and book your ride today.
Cycle Bar Forest Acres is located within the retail outlets of Cardinal Crossing on Forest Drive.
As many of you know, Texas A&M's coming, 7:30 game, kickoff under the lights. I love playing under the lights, man. To be honest with you. Love playing under the lights. So 7:30. What? Aren't we sold out again? I think we sold out again.
I gotta go check. I think we is. I think we is sold out. Gonna be cold. Everybody got their blankets.
Okay.
I don't care, but I hate playing in the cold. I hate playing. See, a lot of people say that's football weather. I hate the cold. I don't care. Me personally, I hate the cold. Like, oh my god, I got to deal with it. I mean, mind you, when I get to running around and stuff like that, I get warm. But it's like, man, I could just picture like, hopefully, y'all will get them off the field early.
Yeah.
But, especially when them games, when that offense, man, they holding that ball and we just on the sideline, waiting for our boy to come out that field. I'm like, man,
all I got is the wind just coming through my face mask just like this. Through my face mask. You know how our jerseys, like, they're breathable, so the wind just going all through the shirt. Man.
I'll let
it's
you
going
start
all
sweat.
through the jersey. It's cold sweat.
And there be some people that don't be having no undershirt on. I don't know how they like. Some people don't be having no undershirt on. Them folks, they stone cold, but I gotta have that long sleeve on. Something be cold. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna jump into a couple of questions right now. First question: what was your first impression of one another? My first impression of Josh Van was, this guy right here. He gonna get in trouble. This is a goofball. Bro, first impression, I'm like, man, this is a guy that's gonna be a goofball. It's gonna be a serious moment. And I'm gonna look at him and he's over there laughing, and I'm gonna start laughing, and then I get in trouble. I'm like, man, I cannot be around this guy in a serious moment. Because we'll be serious, and he gonna. I'm like, bro, chill. But my first impression of Josh, man, he was a goofball, man. He's a funny guy.
I think I don't even remember when I first met you, but I know when I first seen you, I was still in high school, and you was already up here. Cause you was an early enrollee, and I was
Yeah.
still finishing up my school year. And I had came to like one of y'all's. I think I came to the spring game. Yeah, I came to the spring game, and I seen you out there. I'm like, man, if this guy can do this, I know I can do this, man. I know I can come out here and play some dang football. I was like, cause I ain't, I always dreamed about playing college football, but when the moment was getting there, I'm like, okay, and like,
Yeah.
getting a little nervous and stuff like that. And I seen you out there playing. I'm like, nah, man, if this guy can come out here and make these catches, man, cause he was playing receiver at first. So I'm like, oh yeah, man, I can do this. And then when I finally met you, I'm like, okay, yeah, this guy cool, chill. He got his own little swag. Like I said, me and you kind of like the same. We be off to ourselves pretty much, but we got that vibe. So okay, yeah, I like D Rush, man. I like this guy, and I think I always used to ask to ride the class. I don't know what we had. We had some type of class together or something up there around there, either the class or to the dang doughy. I don't know, but I ain't had no car. I ain't had no car. Like, hey, there, I get a ride.
It was one of the two, definitely. The class of Doty.
Them Doty boys getting that
Doty
schoolwork
boy.
in. No, that was my
Man,
first
I
impression.
was so ready for that second semester to be over with. Done with it.
I used by that Doty boy. That Doty. And they give them so much leeway now. When we used to have to go in there, we had to go in there from 12:30 to 2:30 every day. Like,
Bro,
but I don't have no schoolwork. I finished all my schoolwork. Oh, you still got to come in.
Hey, Johnny, from 12:30 to 2:30, not 2:29, not 2:28, 2:30.
2:30. Then you got to go to class. I had a class. I had 3 classes I had 3 classes on Monday. My last class was at 7:30. Didn't get done until 9. I'm like, bro.
7:30.
Yeah.
I think I had a class that ended at like 8 something one year.
I had a speech class. Had a public speaking class at 7:30 at night.
I think mine was a history, African American history.
Being that thing, it's hard playing football and going to school. I definitely in that thing nodding off. I don't count, boy. I be surviving. I was surviving, boy. You tired?
Hey, but guess what? We make it work.
Make it work.
We make it work. Yeah, we make it work.
Make it work, boy.
All right, next question we got. Who would be better, me at receiver or Josh at cornerback? Head tops. I'm running nothing but go routes. That's a no-brainer. Head top. I'm just running straight go routes.
That's all he got is them long behind strides of his.
Out of there.
And he's just gonna go. I would say I would give it an even split. But I ain't really played defense that much. I ain't never really played. I played cornerback in high school just a little bit, but I would like, how they say, "Oh yeah, man, I could do this." I probably think it's harder than what it looks playing DB. I believe if I got put to the test, I'll probably be able to go out there and do it. But we'll have to give that a battle. Of he run 10 routes while he playing receiver. And I'm playing DB, and we'll just have to see how many catches he get. So that's how we would have to settle that.
Settle just like that. And we're going to go with one more question. Off the field, do the offense and defense always hang out together, or are they sort of separate? I'll say off the field. I'll say from being here so long over the years, it was more separate, but we've gotten much closer as a team. So we gotten so much closer as a team. We might not all just 100 of us just hanging out, but you got your D line might hang out with the running backs, receivers might hang out with the linebackers or the DBs. The quarterbacks hang out with some of the DB, like it works just like that. It goes hand in hand, just like that. So
Yeah,
I'll
maybe some
say,
cases.
yeah,
But yeah, it you know, the team now, like you know, like he said, like you'll definitely have your DBs hanging out with the receivers, or your D line hanging out with the tight ends. You know, it really just depends who happens to go out, or who happens to plan something that day, or you know, like I said, especially now with the fair in town, I've seen all positions there when I went. You know, just getting together, walking around, and having a good time and stuff like that. So, you know, we see each other every day, so it's kind of like, you know, it's give and take. Some
yeah,
people prefer to be on their own, and other people just like to be around people and stuff like that. So, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But you know, this team is pretty cool though. Definitely
definitely agree with that. Definitely agree with that. Gamecock Nation, 7:30 under the lights at Willie B. Sold out crowd against Texas A&M. As always, we appreciate you guys for listening in, tuning in. Always subscribe to us on you. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're on Apple and Spotify. Appreciate you guys as always. It's your boy Darius Rush.
Your boy Josh Van.
Peace.
Don't forget to bring your blankets.
Don't
Clear
forget
bags.
the blankets.
Clear bags with blankets inside them.
Don't forget the blankets.
Double sock.
Double jackets.
May put a scarf on.
Beanie.
Yeah, this is perfect.